Here are the reasons why Samsung launched the Galaxy S22 series with Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 in India. It's official. The Galaxy S22 series will be powered by Qualcomm's latest 4nm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 in India. A few leaks hinted as much before the launch, and Samsung confirmed the same in a blog post. This is obviously a huge deal, because Samsung only launched Exynos variants of its phones in the country over the last 7 years. The one instance where it deviated from the path was with the 5G variant of the Galaxy S20 FE, which offered the Snapdragon 865. Samsung initially launched the S20 FE sans 5G connectivity, with that model running the Exynos 990. But in March 2021, the Korean manufacturer rolled out the 5G model with Qualcomm's chipset, and that generated an additional wave of interest in the device. Samsung is the only Android manufacturer to use a dual sourcing strategy for its flagships, and it continues to do so because the model has worked particularly well for the brand. It reserves the Qualcomm version for North America and Korea, but other global markets get the Exynos-powered model. However, that is changing with the Galaxy S22 series, with Samsung introducing the Qualcomm-powered variant in more markets. Samsung isn't ditching the dual sourcing model, it's just being more strategic with its Qualcomm positioning. In addition to India, Samsung is introducing the Qualcomm-based Galaxy S22 in the UAE. That said, Samsung will continue to offer the Exynos 2200 powered Galaxy S22 in most global regions, including the UK, Germany, France, and the rest of Europe. It's understandable why Samsung is making the change in select countries. These are markets with a predominantly tech-savvy user base, and they don't necessarily generate a lot of sales volume for Samsung in the high-end category. While India accounts for over 80 million phone sales a year, the premium segment accounts for a tiny portion. In 2021, it made up just 4% of the overall market, and that's after a huge growth year for premium phones that saw this category double in market share. So we're looking at an addressable market of under 3 million, with Apple dominating sales by some margin. It's a similar situation in the UAE, and while premium phones have a higher share, the addressable market for Samsung in the high-end segment is under 2.5 million. As such, Samsung doesn't stand to lose much by bringing the Qualcomm-based versions of its latest flagships to India and the UAE. If anything, it could see a decent uptick in sales figures from last year's S21 series, particularly considering these markets always had a strong user base for the Galaxy Note series. The Galaxy S22 Ultra is essentially the successor to the Note 20 Ultra, and the fact that it is running the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 makes it one of the best Android phones of the year and the obvious upgrade path for Note 20 owners in the region.